starting. It says it's starting.
Starting.
It says it's still offline. We already did that. We did that. When your stream is complete, a public video will be automatic. No, I don't do that. Oh, we're live. But why does it say it's offline?
We've been live for 16, 17 seconds.
There it goes.
There's that big a delay?
There might be. Hey! So,
Hello.
I don't think anybody's watching yet. I can't tell, but if anyone is, I'm Dana, and this is Duane. We're the Lucanuses. And let us know, this is a whole new format for us. My son is in the other room in case we have to holler. But he helped me set this up this week, so we'll see if maybe this works for us. But let us know if you can hear. There's a chat box. Should be to your right, I think. So just let us know if you can hear us and see us, obviously. That would be fantastic.
It's 15 seconds behind.
Well, that's okay. The other one was behind as well.
Where's the chat box at now?
Right here.
We have 2 people watching.
Yeah.
Say something.
It's a song.
It's a song?
It's a really pretty song, too.
Who sings it?
Christina Aguilera.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, now we only have 1 watching. I said something and then someone got off. Dang it.
All right, well, we kind of got on early because we wanted to see if it was working. So we're just going to kind of hang back and see if it's working. Let's see if I can get anybody to... There's 3
Now
now.
we have 3 watching.
Okay, y'all, let us know if you can hear anything or see anything or if it's working because we don't know. Hate for this empty time, but I don't know what else to do until we know it's even working. Let me know if you see anything. I'm going to do a shout out.
Hello, hello. Please say something. You just now said what I said. It's 15 minutes, about
15 seconds delay.
Yep.
Well, let's see. I'm going to try something here. Let's see what happens if I go in to this. And we maybe can see what we're seeing from my phone. There we are.
Push button.
See if the chat settings are open. Enable, yeah. There we are. Okay, yeah, we can hear it too. Okay. What's the link again?
What?
Go down in this page because in this page and click on it. Well, it looks like so maybe the chat's just not working. Oh, there we are. Now okay, good. We're here. Yay. Thank goodness. Now maybe this one will stick with us for a while and we can use it. Hooray. So hi, Lacey. Hey, Kim, Liz. Thank you guys for joining us, hanging in there with us while we try to figure out a new way to come live to you guys. What's really cool that I'm really excited about, hey, Caitlin. What's really cool is soon, maybe not next week, but soon, I'm going to be able to switch it to where we're up in the corner and y'all will be able to see whatever I'm working on in the background so that I can even do ZebraNet or any of that stuff. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. Oops. Did I just mess this up? There we go. So, I'm not quite there yet. I wanted to just play around with it, but anyway, that's kind of I'm excited because now I have that option, whereas before I didn't so much have that option. So, yay! Okay, so welcome. You are in the corner for me. Yeah, I know. I put it there on purpose. Now I'm back. So, hey, Desiree. Hey, Kathleen. Okay, so, wow. It's almost April.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It's a crazy thing. Hard to believe.
A lot of festivals going on. A lot of vendor events.
Yeah, it's been a crazy month. I just can't even believe that April Fool's is Friday.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
I know. I've already thought about that.
Oh.
I know. I've already thought about it. So far, so good. Okay, yay. Let's keep our fingers crossed, Kathleen, right? Let's keep our fingers crossed. So anyway, crazy enough, the first 3 months of the year are going to be behind us before we know it. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. So I just wanted to do a little bit of recognition, even though we still have several days left of the month. Hey, Amy. Just looking in the back office at some of the numbers, they're huge. Nikki Stromecki, she has, just in the month of March, $5,500 in sales. It's actually $5,546, which is huge. That's just crazy.
Wow.
And of course, I can't tell if it's parties or if it's fundraisers. That's just the number that I see. But and then Heather Feliciano, she's in there at 1,708, and Gypsy Shelton was in there at 1,370. So we have some really, really amazing numbers, and there were several numbers in between there as well. But that's just awesome. What a crazy month! It's really, really good. Yes, I know, right? Awesome, Nikki. All of them, everybody. I mean, it's just been a great month. So I've got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to try to keep these down to 30 or 40 minutes, just so that we kind of can stay relevant and keep it moving. I can't help myself because I jump around. It's just my personality. I can't help it. I just do that. But I'll do my best to stay on track. But tonight we have several things we're going to talk about. One of the first things that kind of came up this week was, and I don't remember who it was I was talking to, but the person, when they answered the phone, the first thing they answered hello, and the first thing I thought was, oh gosh, hey. I mean, I was like real, I didn't want to upset them any more than they already were. And I got to thinking, back in the days when I used to really be involved in, kind of customer service and sales and all of that for the hotels, we used to have this big mirror over our, hey Sarah, welcome. We used to have this big mirror over right beside the door when you were about to walk out of the offices, and right above the mirror it said smile. And so you kind of got in the habit of looking at the mirror and smiling before you walked out. And I remember there was the receptionist people, the PDX operators, they would also have the little thing down below, and there was a little mirror there, and we would say, look at the mirror before you answer the phone, because you want to smile, because people can hear what we're saying, and they can tell our mood from what we're saying. So anyway, I just thought that was funny because it happened to me a couple times, and I think even Kim may have done a Periscope. Somebody did something on it, and I thought, you know what, that everybody needs to remember that, myself included, because sometimes when I'm in a hurry and I answer my phone, I do kind of go, hello, and I need to stop doing that. I need to go, hello, this is Dana, or whatever. But I mean, I don't want to be fake, but you know what I mean. Get the gist. Smile when you're talking, even when you're typing. I mean, think about that. When we're typing, if it's a text or whatever, you gotta kind of do it in an upbeat fashion. Be happy. Put your happy face on, right?
Yes, honey.
I know. I knew you'd agree with me. And then another thing that kind of came across was I was reading. Oh no, she can't figure out. She's ready to throw her phone. That's funny. Well, anyway, that's good. If you can't chat or whatever, that's okay. At least if you're joining us, that's awesome. I know Kim, right? I think you were the one that did something on. I can't remember what it was now. I'm sorry. You've done some really awesome Periscopes this week, by the way, so thank you. Okay, so then another thing that came across was talking about the difference between skill and talent. And it kind of made me think back. Okay, so when I was little, my mother had this talent for playing the piano. She could play by ear.
Who?
My mother.
Really?
Yeah. She's an artist too. She can just pick up and draw, and I can't draw to save my life. But anyway, so she would sit down at the piano and she would just start playing according to whatever she had heard. Well, I guess she thought that I should have that same talent because I was her child, and I didn't. So, in order for me to play, I had to practice hours upon hours upon hours in order to learn how to play the piano. So, where that kind of all comes back together is, there's parts of this business that are hard for people. Stepping out of a comfort zone, picking up the phone and calling someone to ask for their business, or just to ask for somebody's, business, or, even maybe having a party. There's a lot of things. The resting face, that's what it was, yes. But there's a lot of things that some of us take for granted because we just are used to doing things, whereas somebody else, it might be very frightening for them. So maybe they don't have that talent, but they can develop that talent.
Yes, they can, Dana.
Don't start that. They can develop that talent, seriously, because you're going to throw me all off. You develop that talent by practicing hours upon hours upon hours. By practicing.
Well, and stepping out of comfort zone. Even like when you introduce yourself at the meetings, just talking in front of people is a challenge for a lot of people.
Well, it was for you, yeah. Think about how it used to be for you.
Yeah, my head used to feel like it was going to explode. It's like, what did I say? I don't even know what I said. But
yeah, it's true. It's true.
But then you build confidence that way. Because the more things you do, the more, even like doing vendor events, the first one you go to, you don't know what to think or what to expect or what to do. But then after you've done one, and then it's like, oh, okay. And then you do another one, and then it's like, oh, okay, I'm like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
We're all here to support each other. Even in vendor events, other vendors come and support Pink Zebra, and we support them. And
right.
We buy stuff from them, they buy stuff from us, and I think we buy more stuff from them. But
that's...
we always come home with more stuff than we took. I don't understand. But it's fun, and it's like I said, we're building confidence in in us, and then our products. We're learning our products.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, here's some good comments. Caitlin says, I'm still pretty nervous on all the customer service things that aren't face-to-face. I'm never sure what to say to people over the phone or email or anything. Right. Yeah. It is nerve-wracking, especially if you're not used to doing it.
But you have to do it.
Yeah.
To build confidence.
And the more you do it, and the more you get a reaction out of someone, a good reaction, of course, but the more confident you're going to become doing those things. Desiree says she hates phone calls.
Yeah.
I have never, and I've been in sales all my life. I would rather walk into an office, and they call it, what do they call that? Not prostitution, but what do they call that here when you walk into somebody's office and they label it the same things so that salespeople won't do it? Solicitation. And so they won't say what kind of prostitution, because they don't say what kind of solicitation it is, because they want to just slap you with that thing. So anyway,
but even this business, when we joined, we didn't know anything about direct sales.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And we didn't have an upline to talk to. We just started, and you read a lot of books, and we just did a lot of events, and
yeah, and we learned
just didn't know what to expect, or we didn't have a clue what to do, and we're still learning what to do.
Yeah, we learned from other people, and just getting out there and doing it. After we did a few events, and I tagged along with Liz back in the beginning. Okay, you guys have got to stop this because you're making me crazy. I tagged along with her back in the beginning and kind of figured out the gist of things, and I realized, well, it's not much different than a trade show and what I used to do years ago, and yeah, it's just that kind of thing. So, but yeah, getting face to face, no prostitution over here. I'm much better face to face than I am on the phone. And I don't know why that is. I think because when they, I know what it is. I can tell you exactly what it is. When you call somebody and you go, hi, this is Dana. Remember me? I met you. I'm with Pink Zebra. And they go, oh, yes. Or, mm-hmm. That just sends me over the edge because that's a signal that you don't want to talk to me. So, but after you kind of get used to it and you figure out the right things to say, you just kind of keep rolling with it. Hey, yeah, I understand that you did, whatever. I'd have to have a scenario here, but anyway, Kim's dying of laughter over here. Anyway, so for whatever the reason, I thought that I would mention that. It seemed worthy because, there's so many things that people say, well, I'm not good at this and I'm not good at that. But if you do it often enough and you really get out of your comfort, go ahead.
Well, last week and even the week before, I've been on a diet, but I haven't lost weight. But I'm still on a diet. That's just because I haven't found the right diet that's going to work for me. And this is like Pink Zebra. You got to find what works for you.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. See where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, there's thousands of diets.
Right.
But I got to find what works for me. Just like there's thousands of ways to sell Pink Zebra. You just got to find what works for you.
That's exactly right. Yeah, we've both been.
I may have to step out of my comfort zone with this diet and start eating some bad stuff and start exercising and all that terrible stuff.
That's a very good point,
maybe
though.
What I have to do to lose weight.
You know what? Okay, so I'm going to scratch this next thing. Let's just go right into, because that's a very good point. And you've got to figure out, okay, so let's say you're the person out there that you just feel like you've done everything. You've asked people for parties, you're asking for whatever. Maybe you have to create your own. I mean, at some point you have to go, you know what, this isn't working for me. I got to do something different.
Right.
Because the end result is right there and I can see it and I want it. So what do I do to get there? Yeah. Does it mean that I have to step out of the comfort of my home and actually go do a party somewhere? Yeah. Because you know what, if you do a party a month, that gives you, however many people attend that party, that gives you all of those opportunities for new customers or consultants. So at least it's something. And it's people that other people are bringing in, not that you're having to go out and find. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I mean, the success with this company is not going to come knocking on your door.
No.
You have to go out and get the success.
Correct.
So you can't sit there and say, well, my business isn't working and what I'm doing. Well, okay, what you're doing is not working. Then exactly,
do something
you need
else.
to try something else.
Because if this is what you want,
you need to do something that you're not comfortable with. Because apparently you're not doing what you're not comfortable with.
Right.
Because you're not succeeding. You're only doing what you're comfortable with.
Right. You're just doing
like
what
this diet.
Right.
I'm comfortable with eating ice cream. It's not working out for me with this diet on.
Right. So you can't say right.
So you got to get out there and make this happen. You have to make success happen. It just doesn't happen.
Oh yeah, you got to work for it.
Yes.
You absolutely. It's not just going to come knocking on your door.
I mean, you read books all the time, and you're constantly doing research, and you're reaching out to people, and even repeat business. Mm-hmm. Even when I was in business, when I didn't have work, my brother used to sit there and wait for the phone to ring, and I would go out and meet with our customers, and they would say, "Well, I've been meaning to call you."
Yeah. See.
Or I have a list going. I figured when you got slow, you'd come by. Well, my brother stood at the house waiting on the phone to ring.
And it's not going to ring. Exactly.
I went out
oh my gosh.
and found work.
Remember the girl? That's an awesome story because that's exactly, I remember you telling me that just a few years ago.
Yeah.
So when we went to Salt Lake City for the rally there, remember the girl that came up to, I'm not going to name names, but she came up to us and said, she went and visited a salon, and it had been a whole year had gone by. She said they loved everything. They bought a ton of stuff from me, and then I never went back. And she said, now I'm afraid. I don't want to go back. And I said, I want you to go back to that office and say, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that it took me so long to get back here. You have got to see our new spring line. It is amazing, and I just had to share this with you guys. She was like, oh, I don't know. I'm so embarrassed, and I just think they're going to look at me like I'm crazy, and I got 3 heads, and I'm like, girl, you got to do it. So I waited a week. I didn't hear from her, so I sent her a message on Facebook, and I said, did you do it yet? And she said, no, not yet. A week later, I get an email from her. Oh, my gosh, Dana, not only did they buy from me, but they were so excited to see me. She said, they were like, there you are. We were wondering and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
exactly.
oh my gosh, if everybody would just understand.
Yeah.
People love to buy home fragrance.
Yeah.
And people love to buy from people they like.
Yes.
So you just got to put yourself in front of them.
Right.
And don't wait for them to call you. And don't wait for them to come to your door. And don't, my son's over there going, yeah.
Right.
Tell it. But no, seriously. I mean, it's what you got to do. Go to networking events. Find your niche.
Just show your face.
And
Be
once
there.
you kind of start doing that, I mean, I'm telling you, stuff will just start to roll in, and all of a sudden, you're going to be going, you know.
People aren't going to buy from you if they don't know you're selling something.
That is very true.
You have to let them know you have product to sell.
It's very true.
You have to put your face out there. You have to get out there and do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to come
right.
Someone told me you're on face, you're selling pink zebra, and so I'm going to come by and buy some. No, go out and get it.
When I first started, 4.5 years ago, I was friends with a girl, mostly on Facebook because she had moved away. Well, anyway, about, 8 months had gone by, and I just assumed that everybody on my Facebook page knew I was, a pink zebra consultant. And all of a sudden, I see her being added to my team page by another consultant. And I'm like, wait, what? She's my friend. And then when I said, hey, congratulations and welcome, she was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you sold pink zebra.
Right.
Okay, so, mud in my eye, because I'm just assuming that everybody knows. So don't assume, and, get out there.
And this time of year is perfect because everyone is trying to make their house smell good, being closed up all
yes,
winter.
Oh my gosh.
People are wanting to spend money. They're getting all excited about summer and spring and the sunshine and
the weather changing. I'm telling you, I cannot keep those cartons of sunflower fields. Everybody's going crazy over those. Okay, let's see. I just did a Periscope last night about how to bring a direct seller is kind of like being on a diet. That's awesome, Melina. Emily is having internet problems. She wanted me to tell you. Okay, no problem. You're getting me all worked up. Woo woo! Networking has started to help some. I have phone numbers of a few realtors that they do open houses. I had no idea what to do. Call them and say what? Okay, so maybe we just need to figure that out. Okay, so you guys, what?
Well, open houses in these realtors' houses.
But she's wanting to call. She wants to call the realtor.
Well, they used to bake cookies and get that cookie smell.
But you don't have to do that anymore.
No, we have fragrances.
Right.
We can do a marshmallow something
So Caitlin, I'm telling you right now, you put
chocolate chip cookie.
You put yourself a little gift basket together. Will you hand me my bucket right there?
I would love to, sweetheart.
And you take this to a real estate agency. Now, a lot of realtors don't work out of an office anymore, so it may be a little bit more difficult. You may actually have to go through your friends list on Facebook. What?
No, I thought you wanted something in it.
No, I just wanted to, okay, so like this, I don't know if you can see, hang on, I'm gonna move this over. See this is my party bucket, but you take something like this to a real estate office and pick the chocolate chip cookie and maybe the amaretto cream and the cafe latte, or pick some of those that are kind of homey, yummy fragrances, and you take those and maybe a little simmer pot, or I use the Lone Star Shade because everybody loves that. But take that to their office and show them what you can do, and that you can set this up in one of their open houses, and all you ask is that you supply some business cards if they don't want you to be there, because sometimes they may not want you to be there. But there are some realtors that are like, oh my gosh, if you'd be there, that'd be fantastic, and you can just have your little stuff and set up whatever. Set up in the kitchen. I always set up in the kitchen because when people are coming through, you want them to smell, and the smell's coming from the kitchen, right? So you want to have that.
Well, even the bathroom, if you get a nice
the bathroom would be good
for the bathroom.
Yeah, that'd be good. But all you have to do is ask. All you have to do is just ask. If you go through your friends lists, and I promise you there's going to be names of people, if you click on them and then you kind of click through their friends, be a stalker, right? But go on there and see, and realtors will tell you they're a realtor. They will absolutely tell you they're a realtor on their Facebook page. And those are the ones that you can go to. Now, let's say it's not a personal friend, but it's a friend of a personal friend. ask your friend if they would introduce you to that person. Don't just go reach out to some unknown person and do that. In fact, okay, I'm going to shift gears because that just brings up another thing.
Wow.
I'm going to teach you guys, not teach you guys, I'm going to share with you what not to do in this business, okay? I have a friend who is in a direct sales business, and I get text messages. Well, I got one last month, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna give her this one. I'm gonna tell her I'm not interested right now, but thanks for thinking of me. I was trying to be nice, but my next response is not going to be as nice because this is to me, this is rude. I get a text from her that says, "Hey there, I am very close to hitting 12K this month, and I'd like to ask for your help to get me across the finish line." And then goes into this whole thing about how if I could get my order in before 10:59, March 31st, and on and on and on. And I'm like, you know what? And then she said something about you haven't ordered anything in a while, so I thought maybe it was time. Thank you in advance. Really? No. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm telling you, I am the nicest person when it comes to wanting to support my friends in direct sales, and some people that I don't even know that well, but I will buy from just about anybody just because I like to support people that have their own businesses. Buck stopped there. I'm not helping. I mean, that to me, that is just so rude to tell me she has a goal to meet. This is not about her. I mean, it is about her, but she shouldn't tell me that it's about her. This needs to be about her wanting to help me with my health, or, you know, I want to share with you some home fragrances for your home, or blah, blah, right? Instant turn off up, right? I just was so put off, and I'm going to let her know. I'm going to be very honest with her and just say, I got to tell you, this is how that made me feel. And just don't send me any more of those, because that was just, how would you feel if you got a text like that?
I'd buy from them.
No, you wouldn't. Would you? Oh, I was going to say, would you really? So anyway.
I'd send them a blank check. Order whatever you need.
Yeah, right. Order whatever. Yeah, so anyway, I just had to share that. I know you guys don't do that kind of thing. Just make sure your downline don't do your teams, because, can't stand it. Can't stand that. I mean, if she was a really, really, really good friend and she wanted to pick up the phone and say, oh my gosh, I'm $100 away. But you know what? If you're $100 away, well then, whatever. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, that's just my little, sorry about that. I got a little passionate there. Okay, so back to, this would be great. I would love for you guys to, and Caitlin, if you want to ever just shoot me a message and say, even on Peeps or whatever, I'll respond right there. Maybe just okay, how would you ask about this? You know, how would you ask about getting into a open house with a realtor? And maybe some of us can just pop quick videos on response time or responses.
Well, most realtors are independent.
A lot of them
But they
are.
have a home office.
Right, they do.
They just kind of come in and out of it.
Correct.
So would you go to the home office?
Yes. Like with the Remax folks.
Yeah.
What you do.
Well, would you take a bucket, or would you take a simmer pot and put some fragrance in it, let it smell?
Yeah, there's nothing in here right now, but normally there would be a simmer pot and some fragrances and some catalogs and some invoices and my cards.
Yeah.
And then what?
But you'd want to go and set up in the homes.
Okay, so yes,
or
there's
just for the realtor, let them buy the stuff and they can put it in their own homes.
Hey, I'll take either one.
Okay.
But what would be ideal is if they would let you just set up in an afternoon in their office. If people are coming in and out a lot, I think there's a couple of days a month that there's more activity in and out of the offices. But either way, you can either set it up or you can just set it out. But make sure you have something that explains, you know, about doing an open house or whatnot, that you would be, you know, more than happy to, she sets up in a real estate office. Absolutely. That's absolutely right. Makes it sound like it's all about you and not me. Yeah, on that other thing. I know, right?
And we need to do fundraisers. Now, to get a fundraiser approved, you have to go to the school board or to the school itself and get the
a lot of the
fundraiser
schools here
approved for the school and tell them about what % of the money they get.
Mm-hmm.
And then their eyes will get this big and say, we love it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Loopy Finky has, and I know you guys have all probably got this too, but, that's right, Desiree, you're a realtor. Title company, lenders, exactly. Yeah, I forget about the title companies all the time. That's perfect. Take it to those places. I'm telling you. I mean, we always talk about the doctor's offices and the dentists. For some reason, the dentists really love this stuff. It always cracks me up how the dentists love it. But
my massage lady liked it.
yeah, the massage people.
The principal liked it. Charles' wife.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh good. Maybe she'll do a fundraiser. Well, she wouldn't be able to, but maybe we could do one at her school. So anyway, I guess the bottom line message here is there are so many opportunities out there. You just have to get creative.
And you got to get off the couch.
And you got to just get out there and do it.
Yes,
yeah. Now, now this is if you're wanting to grow your business. I mean, if you don't care and you just are doing it for fun, then cool. You know, keep doing what you're doing if that's working for you. But this is if you really want to work your business. Because I know that there are people that will say, well, it's just not working, or it's a slow month, or it's this, or it's that. Well, you know, they can change it. I mean, just get out there and do something different. Find a different avenue. Go find a group of people that you can become associated with, that you can help one another.
You used to go to these, what was it, a restaurant where these older ladies would come and eat lunch, and you would set up, and they would come by and look at your stuff, and then they go in and eat, so you're sitting there waiting to come out, and when it was over, they'd come out and buy on their way out. Mm-hmm. But I mean, just the little things.
Well, and you know, that was only a 2-hour thing. I would get there and set up before they were ready for their lunch, and this was a group of all retired women. It was out in what's the name of that area over by the Woodlands? But anyway, so they all had money, and this was just something that they did a few times a year, and they would invite a couple of vendors, and I was lucky enough to be one of them. And
wow.
Yeah, and it was me and a jewelry guy and a Mary Kay lady, and then another lady that did clothes. That was it. Mm-hmm. It was just us. They wanted real unique things, and it was awesome. We had to sit. They offered us a plate, not to sit at their table, but they offered us a plate. But none of us did that. We were just there to please, and then afterwards they'd come by and buy whatever they had their eye on. So anyway, there's always something, and if there's not, well then make something.
Yeah.
There's a girl right now that we're trying to find other team members or other Pink Zebra consultants that might be active working their business in her area, and she can't seem to find anybody. And I said, well then you know what? Maybe we need to figure out how you start your own meetings. And maybe it is an opportunity meeting the first few times, and you just invite your neighbors and anybody you can think of to come and hear about why you got started in the business and why you love it, and have them invite their friends, and just maybe you have some prizes for whoever brings the most guests or something like that. But the key is to start. You gotta start. You gotta get going.
If you have a hard time staying motivated and keeping going, get a friend, a girlfriend you like to hang out with, and that way y'all can challenge each other, but yet support each other.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
And work off each other. Mm-hmm. And that way you're not doing everything by yourself. If your husbands don't help you with it or whatever, get your girlfriend involved. And then y'all can make it like a girls' weekend at this vendor show, and we're going to make all this money, and then when you get home, don't give your husband any.
Yeah. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Dawn says she did that with her nail tech's office. They had a burner, and she left them with a sample of vanilla bean melting away. Excellent. Now, you've done that, so now the key is to remember to go back and check up on them.
Right.
And I wouldn't give it a whole lot of time, but I'd go back and say, hey, what do you think? In fact, one of my notes that I was going to mention tonight, but we're not going to get to all this, so I'll save this for next week. But one of them was when you're, when you do have a party, it's kind of cool you want excuses to follow up. Now, obviously, right after the party, you can always follow up with somebody. And I like to ask people, how do you prefer to communicate? Do you prefer a live phone call or a text or an email? And I just make my note on the invoice because I really want to communicate how they like to communicate. But right after the party, I'll send a note and say, okay, your order's been put in. Was there anything else you needed before I close out the party? So, so good to have you, or so nice to meet you, or whatever the case. And then that gives them an opportunity to maybe place another order. And then about, 7 days, used to, I'd wait a little longer, but now you don't have to because our shipping is so quick. But about 7 days later, I would reach out again and say, you should have your stuff. How is everything? Are you excited? What's your favorite? Blah, blah, blah. And, then hear back from them. And then wait maybe another week and send them another note, whether it be a text or phone, whatever, and say, I was just wondering if you would consider doing a survey for me if I send it to you. And it could either be written or whatever, however you want to do the survey, but because I just found this out today, but ask them if they will do a survey, and that once they do the survey that you will give them a free jar of sprinkles. So it just gives you one more opportunity to call them, but during that time you can also ask, is there anything else when I'm going to order some sprinkles for the people that are doing surveys? Is there anything else I can get you while I'm placing that order? So anyway, just another little opportunity to make some more money.
Someone, I don't know if it was a summer thing or a winter thing, but they bought, it was an apartment, and they bought reeds for every apartment in the complex.
Yeah, no, that was Amy. What, didn't Amy do that? Or was it Tina?
No, I think it was Kim.
Oh, yes.
And they bought
that's right.
reeds for, it must have been Christmas.
It was.
But, I mean.
But see, the follow-up with that would have been huge.
Well, this guy I talked to at work, he had a coffee shop. He sold coffee. He had a little small coffee thing. He actually did it at an apartment complex. The apartment people loved it. They didn't even charge him rent because it was something for the tenants, and they loved it. So as long as they love their apartment, they'll stay there and refer their friends.
Right.
So if they did if they would let you come and set up at the apartment, have a tenant appreciation night, and they're having wine and cookies and whatever, and you go in there and set up with some pink zebra stuff. I mean, if this apartment don't, try another apartment. Right. Because people are out there doing this, appreciating their residents.
They do. There are a lot of that. And look for if you can walk into an office and tell if they're resident friendly. Because they'll have some kind of sign saying resident barbecue, Saturday, April, whatever. Or, I mean, you'll see a lot of that. And those are the ones that you really want to target to see if they would let you set up a little something and tell them, I'll give you a free whatever. I don't know. I always give gifts when I do stuff like that because I feel like that's just my way of saying thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see. I did what the tag team said about the text 5 follow-ups. No reply, but I have more for tomorrow. So I'm curious because I must have missed that one. When they say text 5 follow-ups today, what are they wanting you to text about? Following up after a party or something? Is that what they're talking about? And let's see. Dawn says, I left her sprinkle samples and I'm picking them up Thursday. Perfect. Sean, I leave my party on the go book and pick them up in a couple of days. Excellent. Perfect. Oh, Sean, you're the one with the awesome party on the go book, aren't you? I got to figure out how I can get me one of them.
Just got to get it out there. People will buy it if you know if they know you're selling it. Yeah. They're not going to buy it if they don't know you're selling something.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we buy if we're walking through an event and someone is nice and smiles at my wife and is real friendly to her, we're buying whatever they're selling, even though if we need it or not.
Especially if she says she likes my hair or my outfit or my boots.
Yeah.
Then I'm like,
it's sold. It doesn't matter what they're selling. We're buying it.
So let's talk about some opportunities coming up because this is the time to be jumping on them, right? Texting contacts instead of calling. Oh, yeah. I still believe because, okay, Lacey, I'm going to go back to that. Texting the contacts. I do like that. If it's me and you've left me a voice message, I'll call you when I can, I mean, so much is going on in life anymore that sound is just not an option because there's other stuff going on around you, whereas you can keep on working when you're doing a text. So if you text me, I may not be able to answer you right then and there, but I will answer you. Whereas if you call me, I may not get back to calling you for a couple of days. I mean, it's just because I'll be like, oh, I forgot I gotta, whatever. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. But let's talk about coming up. Okay, so we have April Fools. I don't know if anybody's going to do anything fun for April Fools as far as like a gift or, I don't know, party, anything like that. I read that people want to be texted now. Yes, I agree. That's me. I would much prefer that unless it's a text like I got from that girl and that hello was not right. But anyway, we won't go back there. So let's be thinking about May. No. Yes. What am I saying? because we're going into April. We got April Fools coming up Friday. Then we've got May. So be planning now for May. And this is what I love about it. When we can plan ahead. Okay, so we've got May 3rd is Teacher Appreciation Day.
Wow.
Yes, that's a big day.
Yep.
Think about all the woolies, right? The woolies and the reeds. I mean, come on.
Now, they would probably have to take that stuff home, right? They couldn't have it in their...
They could have this.
And sprinkle it in that classroom? What if someone's allergic to the stuff?
Well, they would know about it quickly, I'm sure, and then they could do something about it. But I don't think that's an issue.
Okay.
I mean, I really don't. I don't know that I've ever really heard that being an issue. But
they would like to make their classroom smell better.
Yes, and if nothing else, use the air care.
Right.
And get the air clean or purified. So, and then of course, this is an old diffuser because it's Floral Breeze. We don't have that anymore. It's my favorite. But anyway, so Teacher Appreciation Day. Then March 5th is Cinco de Mayo. And I'm going to search for some pictures that I have that Kelly had done back when the home office was at the old location. And she did like a Cinco de Mayo setup. And it was so bright and colorful with dark purple and orange and yellow. And it was totally Cinco de Mayo-ish. So I'm gonna see if I can find those pictures because maybe we could put some fragrances together and kind of promote those. Mother's Day is coming, and then of course Memorial Day. But Memorial Day, get those USA flags out. I think those are going to be huge. I'm already talking to certain friends of mine that I know that love to decorate their homes, and they've already ordered them, so they're getting them way ahead of time. But Mother's Day. So what I was thinking on Mother's Day this year that I'm going to do, in the past, I have made some gift baskets and put them all together and then had to go and kind of push those gift baskets. But now what I want to do is show gift packages and, you know, maybe we'll name them, but they'll be a level 1, 2, and 3. And so like, for example, tell somebody, you know, you can get, where's my pricing? So for $31, you can get one of our glimmer glasses with 2 jars of sprinkles. Well, you have to add tax and shipping or whatever. But have 3 layers. I've got them all behind us, but we're running out of time. So have 3 layers or 3 levels of what you would charge. And then what you can do is you can share that we have, you know, these packages. You pick the fragrance or you pick between these shades. I think somebody...
We froze up?
Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, we're going. Anyway, I'm trying to go too fast because we're already at 6:40 and it looks like it's starting to slow. I'm going to post some stuff on Facebook to share with you guys what I'm thinking here, but to do little gift packages. And then the key to me, in my opinion, is to get a wish list done, get the wish list to your customers, and then have your customers give it to the husbands, and then the husbands give it back to you for Mother's Day. Give it to the mothers and tell them, you know, here's something that you can give your kids, and tell them, you know, just call this lady right here and she'll help you out and she'll get it all figured out, and all daddy has to do is give her the credit card. So do that, and the kids are going to, of course, say, well, daddy, mommy wants this for Mother's Day. We have to give it to her, right? So do maybe a wish list kind of thing that you can print out. And then, of course, I always love to do gift certificates. There's some really pretty ones on Paisley's Peeps, and I will leave the amount blank until I'm ready to fill it out, so that way wherever you're at, if you need to, you can fill it out for the dollar amount, whatever, sign it, and give it to the person, and then they can give it to whomever to order some Pink Zebra products from you. And you have to tell them, of course, you've got to order it through me. So let's see. Okay, we got something going on. I still love what the consultant did with her Lone Star shade. I know, me too. My sprinkles from you, Desiree, were some of my favorite gifts. Aw. Okay, good. It's not frozen. Check that you didn't do what I did. Click on the video and paused it. Oh. Okay, so anyway, that is going to be it in a nutshell, because I've still got more and we didn't get to it because I got all ramped up on that other stuff.
Yes, you did, honey. But
you know what? Seriously, guys, I mean, at the end of the day, you think about it. We got people that are out there selling pharmaceutical medications. We got people that are selling very distinct parts that go to some big oil rig thing. I mean, we're selling sprinkles. And there are, I mean, I would say probably 90% of the population in the United States likes home fragrance, right? Wouldn't you think? I don't know what the exact percentage is, but I'm thinking we have a pretty broad audience. So get out there and find your niche. And if one thing doesn't work, switch it up, do something different, and just keep going. And if you need specific scripts, somebody posted some scripts recently. Maybe even today I saw. I didn't print them out. I'm not big on scripts, but I'm glad to help somebody walk through what you would say about, to someone. I would rather do it over the phone or where, we can actually maybe get on FaceTime or whatever so that we can kind of practice it. But, just be you. You love the products. As long as you are passionate about your products and you're confident, even if you're not confident in what you're doing, don't let them know it because they'll never know. You just be confident. And then just get out there and sell it. And you guys can do this. I know you can. Yeah. And it's fun. And look at all the benefits.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I mean, this is the funnest I've ever had.
I know, right?
Yes.
We really, really, really have fun.
Right.
I get all excited. We were at the deer lease this weekend, and I brought out a couple catalogs because the girls were sitting at the table, and the guy said something about, something about one of the trips. And anyway, that gave me my opening, man. And I was just all excited, and they were like, oh, wow, y'all must have a lot of fun. And, oh, yeah, we have. So anyway, I'll go on and on. But, yeah, the gift certificates, you can find them in Paisley's Peeps, the group under, it's under, I don't know if I tag them, if it'll bring them back up to the front. But anyway, it's in there under documents. You just have to look for gift certificates, but they are in there. So anyway, thank you, Desiree. What is the easiest thing to do when you don't have the money to just give out gift certificates? Okay, well, think about it this way. If you give out, let's say you give out a $5 gift certificate. Well, the cheapest cheapest bottle of sprinkles is $8. So they're going to spend $3 at least, and more than likely they're going to buy 2 jars. You have to look at it as you're kind of spending money to make money, but you're probably going to put in an order much larger than that $5.
Yeah, you're promoting your business.
Right.
With a discount to someone.
Right.
And it's $5, it's not 10%. So
right.
If they order $75, which could happen.
And that's
only give them $5 off.
That's a whole nother call or live stream we could do on upselling. I mean, upselling is I mean,
sell them a base and then sell them a shade. Right. Well, then we can cover the shade with another shade.
Yeah, look how you can layer.
$75.
And you just want 1 jar of sprinkles? Are you sure? Because you know what? If you put this one and this one and this one together, these smell fantastic. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you've got to have them all. That way you can do these 2 together, or you can do this one by itself, or you can do this. I mean, there's so many options. You can totally upsell them. You both make me want to work harder and smarter. You're sweet. Thank you both. I look forward to this every week. We look forward to it too. I was kind of getting stressed out about the whole live stream thing, but I think this one might have worked. So knock on wood, right? Yeah, we do. We give out gift certificates once in a while. Not all the time, just once in a while around holidays and stuff like that when I really want to make sure that, I get some orders.
Well, if I run across a new person at work and I think they may be interested in buying a product, I'll take them some free products.
Yeah.
Like the guy at work, he's all excited about it. They've had it for about a week. When I gave it to him last week, he says, oh yeah, yesterday my wife finally turned that stuff on and this and that. Man, she loves it, man. I couldn't wait to get to work this morning to tell you how much she loves it. Like,
that's really? The other thing is, and that's a whole nother call, but Cheryl, you're so sweet. She says, I wish I could put you in my pocket. That's what's so cool though, is I can't tell you how many times I have either sold something or given something away and I don't hear back, and a few days later I call and it's like, oh my gosh, it's sitting right there on my coffee table. I promise I'm going to look at it tonight. Yeah. They will eventually look at it. So just be patient, be nice about it. Just realize that, you know what, everybody's got stuff going on, but when they finally do look at it, they're going to love it. So still working my business every day. It just hasn't hit here yet, but it will. And like I said earlier, maybe you got to try something different, try something new.
Yeah. And working your business every day, some people work their business, kind of like me being on a diet. Then all of a sudden one day it'll snap, and next thing you know, you're like, wow,
right,
here we go.
right.
And just hold on and go with it.
Right. Yes. Yes, Don, exactly. When you give out samples, when I give out samples, and I don't do that as much anymore as I used to back in the beginning, but when I do, I give a very small amount, and I always do at least 2 or 3 together, and that way they would want to buy 2 or 3 jars. So exactly. So anyway, okay, Cheryl's starving. So oh, you're starving because you're trying to diet. I hope that you're not starving. Don't starve. That's not good.
No,
I
I
don't want
bought
you to
ice cream
starve.
yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm starving.
he's not dieting very
so I
well.
bought ice cream. I gave up.
I'm trying no carbs or little carbs and trying to cut back on sugar.
Well, what's bad is I lost 9 pounds. Over the holidays, I gained half of it back. So yesterday I went and got ice cream.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, guys, it is 6:46. All right, we went a little longer, but thank you guys for hanging in there with us. And this was good. I'm just excited that we actually maintained the whole entire time on the live stream. Woohoo! Yeah, right?
Yep.
Okay, guys, get out there and have a lot of fun, and beware of those pranksters on April 1st.
And sell. Get out there.
Sell. We love you guys too.
Do something you don't like and makes you uncomfortable, because that's probably going to help your business.
Right. Sean, I can't wait to meet you as well. Yay! Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Sprinkle on.
Sprinkle. Okay, let's see. Now I got to figure out how to. Public video will be automatically created. Okay, how do I stop the stream? Stop streaming.